and sample the atmosphere down there on the grid. It's time for Martin Brundle to go grid walking.
Hello everybody, hi all as they might say out here. Thanks Jim. Well, I've got to show you this driver's eye view for starters. Look at the incredible grandstands and crowd down there. 250,000 people they say, and this we're getting down low so I can give you exactly the driver's eye view as they head down best part of a third of a mile into that turn one. Look at the double-decker grandstands there. Everything's big in America, not least their grandstands. Now this was due to be somewhere near the start line, the yard of bricks. I'm sure you've seen it on our programs earlier on in the weekend, but they've displaced all the way back to the second row of grid the start position, some 8 meters. Now that's caused a bit of a fuss. Some people saying they've done it because Michael Schumacher didn't want to be spinning his wheels over those bricks, disadvantaging him on the start. I talked to Charlie Whiting, the race director. They actually wanted to move it back 4 places, but they need sensors underneath all these for the jump start monitors, and they weren't able to get enough of them in, so they moved the grid back. But look on the right hand side, I don't know if you can see this over here, Andy. Look, it's damp on the right hand side of the grid and dry on the left hand side of the grid. So our 2 boys, Button and Coulthard, are both unfortunately on the right hand side of the grid, so they got a wet start. But it's going to be much worse than that, I think. It's what's happening here? We're trying to get I'm sorry. I think he didn't know we were live. Okay, the problem they've got is, do they run wets or slicks? Apparently it was super slippery on the infield, and even the safety car found it incredibly slippery. But there's an F-14 just coming overboard. I mean, like, just stay with us on the US Air Force. Apparently, I hope you can still hear me. We can't even see him, the cloud base is so low. The problem they had this morning is on the wet tyres, they were blistering them within 1 lap around that banking, and because the water drains off there so quickly. But apparently the infield is so slippery that even the safety car found it difficult to drive there. In a Ferrari race that was on earlier on today, they were spinning off left, right and centre, and I really don't think the drivers are going to know what tyres to start the race on. Let's see who we can find on the grid here. I think I saw Bernie's having a chat there, so we got a little present for Bernie that we owe him from the previous race. So, but Sarah, could you have a quick word with ITV? What are you up to here?
Well, I'm a great supporter of Formula One. You might have seen me around a few times, and I've got some. In fact, Ron Dennis's son is my godson, so I like to support that team.
Good stuff. So you're hoping for a silver win today, then obviously. Coulthard or Hakkinen?
I don't know. I'm happy with a silver win.
Happy with this?
But it's good. It's good. It's good to be here. The Speedway's done a great job. It's a great track. It's the best track I've been to. Absolutely.
Good to see you. We've got to move on. I wanted to catch up with Bernie because he managed to beat our lot. Here he is over here now. Bernard, how are you? You must be really proud of yourself, like pulling this event together. It does look pretty spectacular,
looks great,
doesn't it?
Quite a good crowder.
Absolutely amazing, yeah?
It's
You're pleased with it?
It's just like a Silverstone club race, isn't it?
It is, I know,
beautiful.
well, yeah, but Silverstone, is even better.
Stop promoting Silverstone, please.
Well, somebody's got to, listen. We'll fight about that another day. I've got a little prize for you. You won.
It's not a prize. It was an investment I made.
Yeah, but you didn't pay the stake. You didn't. Yeah, I'm told you won the lira.
Take the stake
out.
No,
but we don't want to give you this. You didn't pay the stake.
Take the stake out.
But you can get home on this. Do you want to take it or not?
Sure.
That looks a bit dodgy. Now, what about moving this grid back? That's very kind of you. Is that a tip? Tipping's a big thing out here, isn't it?
The stake.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think about the race? I mean,
super. It'll be a good race. Whatever happens, it'll be a super race.
You think they'll start on wets or slicks?
They ought to start on slicks, but I think most people are going to start on wets, but I don't know why.
No, I don't either. We've got to go back to the studio. Thanks for talking to us, Bernie. Cheers.